Live from Athletic Kulture Stadium in Springwater Township, Baycats TV presents the Inter-County Baseball League. And tonight, it's Pack the Park Night presented by Zenitech. The Guelph Royals are in town to take on the defending IBL champions, the Barrie Baycats. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With Matty Gale and Julius Hern, I'm Ben Davy. The Baycats continue their hottest stretch of the season so far, having won 9 of their last 10. Secondary players have been a huge part of that. And after a first half of the season where the Baycats seem to struggle, especially right out of the gate, going 1-5, having fans asking all kinds of questions, suddenly now there's plenty of optimism for the second half.
Absolutely. This team is on a fantastic run. They've only lost 1 of their last 10 games or so best part of the season has already kind of come and gone for the Baycats. They're trying to keep it going against the Guelph Royals tonight. Adam Ahn back in the lineup. He's missed the last few games. He actually got married in the last couple weeks or so. He's gotten on base in his last 6 before that little break of his, so having him in the lineup at second base is going to be key for the Baycats tonight.
As for the Royals, no question, they are in a tailspin. They've lost their last 4 in a row and have dropped 8 out of 10. They need to find out a way to score more runs. However, they have played well against the Baycats with a couple of wins, both by a score of 7-3.
Yeah, the Guelph Royals losses in their last 4 games. Their last one was actually here last Sunday, and even in that game, they couldn't get the offense going. It was the Baycats relief pitching that kind of handed the win to them. But they're on a stretch where they got a lot of players coming in that have kind of regulars in their lineup. Blake Simpson, after a slow start for him, he's kind of picked it up lately on a 7-game hit streak himself. He's back in the lineup for Guelph, trying to keep the offense going.
All right, let's give you the starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Here's our public address announcer, Rob Daniels.
And welcome to Zenitech Pack the Park Night. We are very excited to have you here as we celebrate our incredible customers and the Barrie community. Zenitech has been proud to call Barrie home since 1992, offering trusted collision repair, auto glass, and car wash services for over 30 years. Giving back has always been part of who we are, and tonight we're honored to support the RVH Foundation. 100% of proceeds from stone chip repairs go directly to RVH, and 20% of all Baycats merchandise sales tonight will also support this important cause. A special welcome to our VIP guests joining us in the stands tonight. We are so glad to have you here. So grab those snacks, rock your Baycats gear, and get ready to cheer, because tonight we are here for baseball and a great cause. Let's hear it for your Barrie Baycats, and let's pack the park Zenitech style. Here are the starting lineups. First for the Guelph Royals, managed by Dino Rommel. Batting first, playing center field, number 8, J.D. Williams. Batting second at shortstop, number 5, Brando LaRue. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 4, Garrett Takamatsu. Batting fourth, first base, number 45, Liam Wilson. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 10, Matthew Ward. Batting sixth in right field, number 28, Ethan Hammond. Batting seventh at second base, number 3, Blake Simpson. Batting eighth, the third baseman, number 11, Carson Burns. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 50, Ashton Patterson. And on the mound for the Royals, number 32, Sebastian Rodriguez. And now, the starting lineup for your Barrie Baycats, managed by Josh Matlow. Batting first in center field, number 95, Noel McGarry Doyle. Batting second, the shortstop, number 11, Brandon Hernandez. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 4, Willie Garcia. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 20, Nolan Macabroda. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 6, Tristan Clark. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 43, Clayton Keys. Batting seventh at second base, number 26, Adam Odd. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 44, Tyler Plumpton. And batting ninth at third base, number 0, Francisco Hernandez. On the mound tonight for your Baycats, number 97, Frank Garces. Your umpires for tonight's contest. Calling the balls and strikes, we have Ryan Jackson. Handling first base, Keith Corville. And at third base, Jared Merkley. Fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise if you are able to and kindly remove your hats for our national anthem. Performing the national anthem is Brinley. You can catch more of her incredible vocals on Instagram and YouTube at brinley.sings. That's Brinley with 2 N's. Please welcome Brinley to Athletic Kulture Stadium.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Qu'à ton bras se porte l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Are they on the field or what? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And now, let's get this game started with a very special ceremonial first pitch. Stepping up to the pitcher's mound in just a moment here is Isla. She's ready to kick things off in style, so let's give Isla a big round of applause. Isla, when you're ready, it's your pitch.
Way to go, Isla. And she threw that from all the way back on the rubber. She didn't, take that little distance off the mound that a lot of people do with that first pitch.
That was incredible.
Very impressive.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Great start to this ball game. This crowd was lined up more than 90 minutes before game time tonight, just before 6 o'clock when I got here. There was already a lineup in the parking lot. That's the first time I've seen that at Athletic Kulture Stadium since our home opener.
It's going to be a fantastic game. One, you got an IBL Finals rematch with the Guelph Royals and the Barrie Baycats, but this is undoubtedly the best crowd of the season, and no better time. Pack the Park night, free entry. These fans are in for a show.
Let's take a look at Dino Ramel's Guelph Royals. J.D. Williams, the center fielder, is leading off. Brando LaRue, shortstop, hitting second. All-star Garrett Takamatsu, the DH, hitting third. Liam Wilson at first base, batting fourth. Matthew Ward, also an all-star. He a reserve player. He's the catcher, and he bats in the number 5 spot. Ethan Hammond, the right fielder, hit sixth. And 7-8-9 is Blake Simpson at second. Former Baycat Carson Burns at third. And Ashton Patterson in left field.
On the mound for the Barrie Baycats, it's Frank Garces. Coming into this game, 3-2 record, a 3 even ERA in 8 starts, 9 appearances overall. First appearance for him against the Guelph Royals since Game 4, the clinching game of the IBL Finals, and another reason that we're in for a show today, got the dominant left-hander on the mound.
And the stat with Frank that has impressed us all season long, the strikeout to walk ratio, 76 punch-outs to lead the Baycats pitching staff this year, and just 9 walks in his 9 appearances so far this season.
Well, not only leading the Baycats, but leading the IBL as a whole.
Home plate umpire tonight, Ryan Jackson. Keith Corville is behind the bag at first, and Jared Merkley handling duties at third. The left-hander from San Cristobal, Dominican Republic. Fan favorite here in Barrie over his 4+ seasons. First pitch of the game, it's a swing and a miss by leadoff hitter J.D. Williams. We're underway at exactly 7:40. Here at Athletic Kulture Stadium, the temperature has dropped 17 degrees. Here at game time, no humidex. That's the first time we've said that in several weeks. Heat warning's been lifted. Smog advisory or air quality warnings have been lifted as well. It's a very comfortable night. Foul back to the screen, and the count is 1-2.
It's a little bit of a drizzle, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be a key theme throughout this game at least.
Wind is pretty strong. It's been gusty most of the day, currently blowing from right to left and slightly out. Little chip foul down the right field line, and the count holds at 1-2. If Frank Garces gets 6 strikeouts tonight, he will eclipse last year's total of 81. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The tag is applied. The tag is brought to you by IMP North. Much to the dismay of J.D. Williams, who is arguing with home plate umpire Ryan Jackson on that call.
I think he's saying I fouled that ball off into the ground.
He thought he got a piece of it. Ryan Jackson out to talk to Keith Corville to get a second opinion, and Jared Merkley jogs over as well. We'll see what they decide. Very rarely do the home plate umpire ask for help on a call like that, and they will stick with the original call. So it's a strikeout for Zenitech. Williams still not happy. Really getting his message across, and off to calm him down is Brando LaRue. I'm not sure what Williams thinks he can accomplish at this point by dragging out the conversation.
Not the way you want to start your ball game. He still has words as he walks back to the dugout.
Shortstop number 5, Brando LaRue.
The umpires have convened and made their decision, one away. Here's Brando LaRue. Well, you make a good point. The last thing that you want to do is get under the home plate umpire's skin this early in the ball game. Not going to get a lot of close calls going your way doing that the rest of the night. LaRue to the plate. Garces with the 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1. One pitch. Fouled off to the right side.
What kind of baffled me a little bit with J.D. Williams there, he was set on standing 2 feet in the batter's box while he was arguing with the home plate umpire.
Pitches up and in, and the count is 2-2. Here comes the crowd behind Frank Garces. Looking for strikeout number 2 of the game. Here it comes, and it's lifted foul. Off the roof to our right, it rolls down and bounces off the program table.
I'll tell
An
you
adult
what,
fan will pick it up and hand it to a youngster.
I'll tell you what, fans got to be careful. We see how many kids running off of these foul balls, but with so many people here, it's going to be a madhouse.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Garces to LaRue, and another foul, almost the same spot. And that one will find the trees, though. Two balls, 2 strikes. LaRue hitting just .210 on the season. Swings and misses. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Frank Garces. for Zenitech, and there are 2 away.
Let's give you the defense for the Barrie Baycats behind Frank Garces. The outfield from left to right, Tristan Clark, Noel McGarry-Doyle, Clayton Keys. On the infield, the Hernandez brothers fill out the left side. Francisco at third, Brandon at short. Adam Odd back in the lineup at second base. Nolan Macabrota at the all-star at first, and Tyler Plumpton is behind the plate.
Garrett Takamatsu has quickly become an offensive leader for the Guelph Royals, settling into that number 3 spot. The DH hitting .326. 6 homers, 24 RBIs coming into tonight. Line drive to second. Handled by Adam Odd. Makes the sidearm flip to first. And the tag is applied for the 3rd out of the inning. So 3 up, 3 down go the Royals. Half an inning in the books. No score. Guelph and Barrie. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
I'm Christy Fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
First inning of play is what brought to you by Zenitech.
Here come the Baycats. Noel McGarry-Doyle, the leadoff hitter in center field. Brandon Hernandez, the shortstop, bats second. Willie Garcia, the DH, batting third. All-star reserve, Nolan Macabrota, cleaning up and hitting fourth at first base. Tristan Clark is the left fielder, batting fifth. Number 6 hitter is Clayton Keys. He's in right field. Adam Odd, returning tonight. He's at second base, batting seventh. Tyler Plumpton catching and hitting eighth. And Francisco Hernandez over at third base tonight, batting ninth.
On the mound for the Guelph Royals, Sebastian Rodriguez comes into this game 2-1 since joining the Guelph Royals from the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's really become, fixture as a starter for the Royals after being mostly a reliever for the Maple Leafs. First win in the IBL came a couple starts ago.
Noel McGarry-Doyle hits a high hopper to first, and the foot race to the bag is won by the first baseman Liam Wilson, one away.
Here's the defense for the Guelph Royals. Behind Rodriguez, Ashton Patterson once again is in left field. J.D. Williams in center. Ethan Hammond is in right. On the infield, former Baycat Carson Burns at third. Brando LaRue at short. Blake Simpson at second base. Liam Wilson, first game against the Baycats this year, he's at first. And Matthew Ward, all-star reserve, is at catcher.
Brandon Hernandez, who hit .353 last season for the Baycats. And a first pitch strike with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Royals and Baycats on Zenitech Pack the Park night. Second Pack the Park night we've had this season. And a foul tip into the glove for the second strike. DH Willie Garcia on deck. Here's the pitch coming up on the 0-2, and it's to third, and it's off the glove of Carson Burns into left field. That could be two. Rounding first is Hernandez. No throw, a stand-up double with one out here in the second. Listen to this crowd tonight. It feels like a playoff game, doesn't it?
Right? not really much Carson Burns could do with that. That was such a hard hit ball and kind of right at him, kind of handcuffed him a little bit, caught him on his heels. All he could do was try and lean back and pick it off the ground, but ball's hit too hard and Hernandez gets extra bases out of it.
Well, this Baycats lineup has been firing on all cylinders, and this is a great night to keep that momentum going. Your biggest crowd of the year here at home. Lots of kids in the crowd on a perfect night weather-wise. And an RBI opportunity for Willie Garcia as the Baycats try to get on the board. Rodriguez checks the runner, kicks and deals. First pitch low and in.
Rodriguez a 6.83 ERA since joining the Royals in 6 starts. This is his 7th.
On the ground to short. LaRue to first, a soft toss, made it in time. LaRue knew how much time he had with Garcia running, and he took every second he possibly could with that throw. So Garcia's retired, 6-3, Hernandez to third, and Nolan Macabrota will come to the plate for Barrie.
Macabrota's last game here didn't play on Sunday in Kitchener, but Saturday in Brantford went 0 for 4 and lost his 15-game hit streak. So an opportunity for him to get back into some individual success.
If you're watching the game on Sunday in Hamilton, Nolan Macabrota is an all-star reserve for the Baycats. Likely get into that game at some point.
And he'll be in the home run derby as well.
Home run derby just before the game. I think it's a 5 o'clock home run derby, 7 o'clock game.
That sounds right.
Approximately, so.
Yeah, a bit of a shifted start time for all the festivities compared to last year in Welland. Be nice to have everything at night as opposed to, mid-evening.
Hopefully the heat will be a little less intense if it's a hot day as we've had recently. Remember, it was scorching hot for that home run derby last year.
Yeah, I had to take some constant water breaks, and but it's an exciting time.
Players just trying to stay hydrated, if I remember correctly. 2 balls and a strike to Macabrota. 2 out in the inning. Rodriguez with a pitch. It's up high, and the count is 3-1. That hitting streak you speak of helps Macabrota's average climb all the way to 340. 3 homers, 23 RBIs. 3-1 from Rodriguez. Swung on a missed. Full count.
Bit of a chase there from Macabrota. He likes those low balls, but breaking pitch just goes outside, and he was a clear whiff.
Runner at third, Brandon Hernandez. Full count, 2 outs. Rodriguez to the belt. Payoff pitch. Macabrota stays alive.
Looked like a changeup there from Rodriguez. Doesn't throw that many to lefties.
Baycats looking to get on the board. Bottom of the first inning. Runner at third, 2 away. Sebastian Rodriguez deals. Fouled again. What an at-bat here by Nolan Macabrota.
Want to get Rodriguez's pitch count up as early as possible.
never gets seen on this camera. She's hiding in that one corner. The window ends.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Payoff pitch again. Inside ball 4. Runners on the corners for the Baycats.
Well, Macabrota finally got the fastball. He was patient enough to let it go. It was inside and low on him. Not the kind of pitch he likes to swing at. That's going to turn it back over to Tristan Clark, who has been a hot hitter for this Baycats lineup. 2 home runs on Sunday.
One of several first-year Baycats who have made a tremendous impact here early on in this season. Certainly the first half, everything has gone right for Tristan Clark. A .337 average power bat to the outfield. Hits this one foul over near the Guelph dugout.
Well, after Sunday's performance, he actually took over the team lead in RBI over Macabrota. Category that Macabrota led the team in last year, but it's been Tristan Clark who's been ever so consistent.
Brandon Hernandez at third, Nolan Macabrota at first. This one hit to second. The underhand relay to LaRue in time for the out. The Baycats strand 2 in the bottom of the first inning. We've played one, still scoreless between the Royals and Baycats. Rogers TV Barrie and Baycats TV YouTube.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run. The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield. This telecast is presented by the authority of the Intercounty Baseball League and the Barrie Baycats Baseball Club, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or retransmission in any form is strictly prohibited. Let's get a live report now from our own Maddie Gale.
And I was talking to Nolan Macabrota earlier today, and he's going to be in the home run derby on Sunday. He missed out last year due to injury, but he says it's something he really looks forward to, even more than the game itself. He made it very clear to me that he wanted that year of wings. This year, teammate Noah Hall is throwing BP for him at the Derby, and he's really looking forward to it. And once again, he made it clear that they want those wings.
All right, thank you, Maddie. We head to the top of the second, scoreless between the Royals and Baycats.
I think that's something that we haven't really talked about much, because the winner of the home run derby is getting free wings for a year.
That's impressive.
You can't turn that down.
Could also affect the rest of your season
Oh,
in a
absolutely.
hurry if you're not careful. Leadoff hitter Liam Wilson to start off the second inning takes the first pitch. Not sure if you had a chance to see the Major League Baseball home run derby. Cal Raleigh with an impressive performance, and his father pitching to him, which is kind of special.
You like to see those kind of stories where you get a family member, maybe it's your father and uncle, or even a brother pitching to you in a home run derby. We actually asked Brian Rio earlier on this year if he were to play in the home run derby, because he wanted to, he had a clear interest in it, he would have had Tyler Plumpton be his pitcher.
Interesting choice. I wonder, there's a strike, 1-2. I wonder how Cal Raleigh felt when his dad hit him with a pitch in the All-Star home run derby.
Well, now more than it was maybe 10 years ago, because you had the out system 10 years ago. You know, that's a pitch that matters.
Yeah, true. Very true. They keep changing the format. It's hard to keep track of. 1-2 pitch up the middle. Scooped up by Hernandez. The throw in plenty of time. 4 in a row retired by Frank Garces. Here comes Matthew Ward.
Well, when you think about when Garces faced the Royals last time, it was just last year, the clinching game of the IBL Finals. He was cruising through that game, 8 strong innings, and he was actually the one to say, hey, let Brad Grieveson close this game out.
A really special night and a historic night that fans and players will remember for the rest of Baycats history, for sure, when the Baycats clinched their 8th IBL championship, David E. Hastings Stadium in Guelph. 1-0 the count to Matthew Ward. Just outside. Garces behind now 2-0.
The Baycats will be back there on Tuesday as well. It'll be the 5th matchup so far this year already.
4 times in July alone. One of those was a makeup game, but this team's seeing each other an awful lot over 2.5 weeks. Called strike now. It's 2-1. Ward with a .256 average coming into tonight. Looking for the Royals' first hit. The left-hander Garces looks in. Plumpton puts the target down. Here's the pitch. He hit the target, but it was low. Walk for Matthew Ward gives the Royals their first base runner of the ball game. Right fielder Ethan Hammond now to bat for the Royals.
Don't see Frank Garces walk that many batters. You talk about his glistening strikeout to walk ratio. It's kind of a rarity out of him.
Yeah, just his 10th walk of the season. Had 9 coming in. It took him a long time to hit the double digits in that statistical category.
Well, it's interesting. He's on pace for a career high in walks, but he's also on pace for a career high in strikeouts.
Had just 11 walks all of last year. There's a ground ball to short. Step on the bag. The throw to first. It's a double play. So we remain scoreless through an inning and a half here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie. Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca. Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Second inning of play is brought to you by Zenatech.
It's the Baycats and the Royals scoreless tie as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Clayton Keys will lead it off for Barrie. And joining us up here in the broadcast booth now is Megan from Zenatech. This is our second year of doing Pack the Park nights with Zenatech. And Megan, thanks so much for all that you've done to help put this all together.
Yeah, no, thank you so much for having me. We are having such a good time here.
What do you do at Zenatech and how long have you been there?
I am the sales and marketing gal. I've been there, this is my second year now, and absolutely loving it. Zenatech is an amazing company to work for.
First pitch high and into Clayton Keys.
So this being the second year you've been with Zenatech, second year you've done Pack the Park, what kind of brought this idea to life?
You know what, they brought me on board. They were outsourcing their marketing, before I had started, and their biggest thing when I started was we need to get more involved in the community. We've been in the community for 30 years, and but we need to do more. And so I actually met with Josh, and I learned how much the Baycats are involved with the community as well, and it just made sense. And so Pack the Park just made sense for an event that we can invite our customers, the community, and the partnerships that we work with. So it's amazing. It just made sense.
2-1 pitch from Rodriguez just off the plate, and it's a 3-1 count now to Clayton Keys. So for anybody that's listening that doesn't know, what does Zenitech do?
So we are a collision, auto glass, and car wash company. We have 8 locations total, 3 locations just in Barrie, and then we have Keswick, Aurora, and 2 in Thornhill as well.
Yeah, the Barrie location that I was at just a few days ago, actually, on Veterans Drive, just north of Mapleview. And I always thought of Zenitech for collisions and, even windshield repair and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Didn't know about the car wash. And as it ends up being a walk to Clayton Keys, so he is aboard. Brought my car in there for a car wash and was really impressed at how quickly my car got through. It was like less than 60 seconds, I think, from start to finish.
Yes, and it's actually quite the experience, and it's a great wash as well. We're pretty well known in Barrie for our car washes. I mean, along with collision and auto glass, that's where we originally started, but car wash we do really, really, really well in.
So I know you got some car wash giveaways around the park today. What are all the festivities you guys got going on around the park today for people that haven't been able to experience it yet?
Yeah, so we've got face painting, we've got temporary tattoos, we've got an inflatable batting pitching machine, we've got lots of games, lots of giveaways. We're doing a signed jersey raffle as well. Lots of things going on. We've got 360 cameras as well, so taking lots of fun videos as well. Yeah, lots of things going on.
Ground ball to short, and they retire the runner at second. So Keys is gone 6-4. Odd is able to beat out the throw on a fielder's choice. So it's 1 out, 1 on for catcher Tyler Plumpton now. Well, the whole idea of a Pack the Park night is pretty new for the Baycats organization. I don't know if that's ever been done before a free regular season baseball game, and I just found so much surprise and excitement when I was talking to fans, telling them that we've got, free games on the schedule this year. They're like, what, free? Like I don't even need a ticket? No, you just show up and come.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a really great turnout tonight, so we are so happy. The weather's holding up for us too, so yeah, we're ecstatic with the turnout here tonight.
What's different around the park this time around compared to last year?
So we've got RVH here as well. So we're advertising the stone chip repair fundraiser that we have going on right now. So 100% of the proceeds are being donated to RVH. So they are in attendance, which we're really excited about. And then we've got the inflatables and the involvement from Athletic Kulture as well.
Sounds good. Yeah, the monthly car wash pass, I highly recommend it just so that you can take your car through as many times as you need. Because if you're like me, what always happens, you take your car through the car wash, the next morning you go to the driveway, and there's a big white splotch right on the roof of your car or the hood. And it's like, oh man, got to take it through again. Well, if you've got the monthly pass, you don't have to worry about it, right? You just...
Exactly.
The cost is what it is, and it doesn't run up on you over the course of the month.
Exactly. Unlimited washes. You can go as many times in a day if you'd like.
It scans your license plate too. It's so cool. It's you don't have a card to swipe or anything like that, so
yeah,
it's really great.
exactly.
By far and away, the best car wash I've ever been through.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you for your business.
We have a customer for life in me, I can tell you that.
Well, thank you.
Here's the pitch from Rodriguez. It's hit hard to second. The relay to short for 1, on to first. It's a double play and a quick inning for the Baycats. So we played 2 innings here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Still no score between Barrie and Guelph. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
For the Baycats in the second, no runs, no hits.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer!
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
To the top of the third inning we go here at Athletic Kulture Stadium on Pack the Park Night, presented by Zenitech, in a scoreless tie between the Royals and the Baycats. Big crowd here on hand. We would guess our largest crowd of the season, just eyeballing it here, and a lot of kids here in the crowd as well, and familiar faces too. I've seen fans that I haven't seen out at a game since last year's playoffs, and taking advantage of a free ticket to see this game here tonight.
Kind of a perfect storm. There's no Major League Baseball on tonight, so why not come down to the Athletic Kulture Stadium, take it a free game?
Yeah, that's a great point.
Nothing to lose.
See, only baseball game you'll find on TV locally here tonight. Garces for his third inning of work, and he gets ahead in the count, 0-2 to Blake Simpson, the second baseman. Here comes the crowd with an 0-2 count on the way. Garces kicks and deals. Foul down the line.
Blake Simpson's very good at going the other way. Francisco Hernandez, first start at third base this season. He's going to be on his toes.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Garces. And again, fouled off, same spot.
Talked about earlier in our open, the slow start that Blake Simpson had this year, compared to last year, he was hitting .531 through 8 games. This year, really slow in his first few games since joining the Guelph Royals again, but 7-game hit streak since.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, presented by Zenitech. 1 out in the inning, third strikeout for Frank Garces, all of them swinging, and here's Carson Burns.
Third baseman number 11, Carson Burns.
So Garces now 3 strikeouts away from eclipsing last year's total.
Impressive for Frank when you consider how good his 2018 season was, but also how fantastic he's been the last 2 years.
Won his second championship ring as a Barrie Baycat last year. Pitch to Burns. And he lines that up the middle of the center field. Base hit for the Royals. Their first hit of the ball game. Second Guelph base runner, first Guelph hit, and it's the number 9 hitter, Ashton Patterson, to the plate.
Number 50, Ashton Patterson.
Well, obviously, Carson Burns knows Garces well, been a teammate with him for many years, won multiple championships with him.
You always wonder who has the advantage in those matchups, the pitcher or the hitter, and it can go either way. One out in the inning, and Patterson, the number 9 hitter. Waggles the bat. Here's the pitch from Garces. Swing and a miss. Patterson caught lunging at that first offering. It's 0-1. Baycats got a double play off the bat of Ethan Hammond to end the second. Love to get one off the bat of Patterson here to end the third. No score. We're in the third. Lefty-lefty matchup. Garces and Patterson. Frank's 1-1. Fouled off left side. 1-2.
Ben, what's the biggest crowd you've had working at a sporting event?
Working at the event? Well, I mean, it would be the 2005 championship clinching game right here, which was like nothing I've ever seen. You could not find a spot to stand and see the action on the field. That's how packed this park was. Unofficial reports of close to 3,000 people here at what was then called Barrie Stadium. And I got to watch that game as a fan. We didn't do a live broadcast, so it was really something to see. 1-2. He checked his swing. And how about for yourself?
For myself, it might be one of these Baycats games, whether it's tonight or one of the playoff games last year. You know, my career hasn't, evolved like yours has. So I think there's maybe a few down the road for me that might eclipse it. But
yeah, you've done some hockey announcing.
I have done some hockey.
Your young broadcast tenure, so.
I did a football game for the University of Toronto last year. That was a decent crowd.
Swing and a miss by Patterson. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Zenitech. 2 away in the inning. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I mean, the Sadlin Arena holds over 4,000 fans. So I did a lot of Barrie Colts games that would have eclipsed that 4,000 mark in attendance. So would have been one of those games, I think, as far as actually announcing. But
yeah, I did a home opener for University of Toronto football last year against Guelph. That was a really nice crowd. I'm not sure how it stacks up.
Is that a varsity stadium?
It was at Varsity Stadium, and the way the booth is set up there is that you're over the grandstand. Since they renovated Varsity Stadium maybe 8 years or so ago, they took out the entire bowl.
A lot of history there. The Argos used to play there, Don't forget. Pitch is inside. Williams is having a rough day at the plate with home plate umpire Ryan Jackson. He thought that was inside. Count is 1-1. He was the first out of the ball game. He swung and missed on a pitch that he thought he had fouled off. That one he did get a piece of. It's into the glove for strike 2. Frank Garces will try to retire him for the second time on this 1-2 pitch coming up. Runner at first, it's Carson Burns. Garces deals. And it's past the second baseman, Adam Aucoin. Into center field, rounding second is Burns, and runners in the corners for the Royals here in the third inning.
Great piece of hitting there from J.D. Williams. 2-strike approach. He goes the other way and gets a really nice piece of it. Hard hit ball. Adam Aucoin did everything he could to keep that on the infield, a diving stab, but it gets by him, and Carson Burns is 90 feet away from scoring the game's first run.
So 2 on and 2 out. We're at Brando LaRue now, the shortstop. Fly ball, left field. Tristan Clark back near the track, reaches up, makes the catch. So the Royals strand 2. The top of the third inning, and we are still scoreless between Guelph and Barrie here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV Barrie.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
It's the 2025 IBL Home Run Derby and All-Star Game, hosted by the Hamilton Cardinals at beautiful Bernie Arbor Stadium. Watch the league's top sluggers crush moonshots in the Derby. Then see the best of the best go head-to-head under the lights in the All-Star Game.
Third inning of play is brought to you by Zenitech.
And the only Baycat not to bat so far tonight is Francisco Hernandez. Only player on either side to have his first at bat here. And he is back in the lineup after missing some time due to injury. Third base tonight, so a little less lateral movement for him in that position, and it timed out well with the return of Adam Odd, who can play second base. You may see those two flip-flop eventually once Francisco gets a little more time back in the lineup. Odd played a lot of third base last year. Called strike to Francisco.
Well, Francisco Hernandez started at first base on Sunday in Kitchener, and that was kind of to ease him back into the workload of fielding ground balls in the infield. But he says that he was telling me before the game that was light work. You know, third base, he hasn't played third base since last year, so another kind of new frontier for him. He hadn't played first base in 3 years before Sunday.
.345 average in his 15 games as a Barrie Baycat. Royals with 2 hits, Baycats just 1. Strong start so far for Sebastian Rodriguez. The 1-2. It's a fly ball to right field. And it'll drop for a base hit in front of Ethan Hammond. So the Hernandez brothers with the 2 hits for the Baycats. Brandon doubled in the first. Francisco singles here to lead off the third. All-star Noel McGarry Doyle to the plate now.
Now my only question would be, and I didn't notice this on Sunday in Kitchener, but if Francisco maybe has the confidence to try and steal here, he definitely is a candidate.
3 for 3 in steal attempts. Takes a lead, does not go. McGarry Doyle showing bunt, pulls it back. Corner infielders were ready. Burns and Wilson, of course, has to hold on the runner here. And now time is called. It looks like Rodriguez wants a new baseball. They tell him to just roll it to the dugout.
Where Hernandez was 1 for 4 on Sunday, didn't attempt to steal. I think it's all about confidence with his hamstring.
Up the middle into center field, base hit. Holding at second is Francisco Hernandez, so 2 aboard for the Baycats. Back-to-back singles off the bats of Francisco Hernandez and Noel McGarry Doyle.
And you got to imagine if Francisco is 100%, he might be able to kick it into third gear and get over the third base. It's just a kind of a light jog over to second base. And that ball died in the grass ahead of J.D. Williams.
You mentioned to me, I pointed out off air, we've only had 1 fly ball tonight, and that was off the bat of Brandon LaRue to end the top of the third inning. Everything else has been on the ground.
The 2 pitchers that like to keep the balls low.
First pitch strike to Brandon Hernandez. It's a very cool, dry night here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Dark clouds over center field and right field, but no rain expected tonight. May get some overnight shower activity, but things are expected to stay dry for tonight's game. Certainly need the rain. You can see the yellowing grass in the infield and up and down those baselines. patches in the outfield, too. Look at left field right now. That is really turning yellow.
Yeah, it's really just worn down out there. You can tell. And, it seems like we got a lot of rain towards the end of May, at least during the season, but not a lot since.
And a water ban is in effect for Springwater Township residents right now.
And no outdoor water use. Fire ban as well.
Yeah, the Firebird. I saw that the forest fire risk was elevated to high.
Yeah.
It had been medium for most of the summer. The good news is the air is cleared out, so certainly more comfortable here at the ballpark tonight than it was last week. 0-2 pitch, lifted high behind third, shallow left field, and reaching up and making the catch is Ashton Patterson.
Patterson had like a little leap to catch that ball. Maybe the wind taking a toll on him a little bit coming in from right field.
Well, right now the wind is blowing in if you look at the flag, so maybe he overplayed that a little bit and then realized he had to reach up. Makes the catch, so 1 out here with 2 on. Willie Garcia will come to the plate for Barrie. 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. Francisco Hernandez is second, Noel McGarry Doyle at first. First pitch is low. The All-Star game in Atlanta this week had a bit of an unusual finish to it with that
swing off?
Yeah, I guess it's baseball's version of the shootout now.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope they don't bring that to the regular season.
No, me neither.
I'm sure they won't. Something a little interesting for the fans, though. I mean, you might like it, you might not like it, but why not in an All-Star game? I don't think anyone can have too much of an issue with it, but the outcome doesn't mean anything. It used to determine home field for the World Series, but they stopped doing that a number of years ago.
I kind of want that to come back.
It did make the game more competitive. Managers were definitely managing to win, especially, if you're the reigning league champion and you're the manager of that team, chances are your team's in contention the next year. So you want to win that game. Game 7 could be on the line, so I agree. I wouldn't mind if they return that. Pitch is down low, 3-0 to Willie Garcia.
I was never sure why anybody had a problem with it in the first place.
Well, it could. I mean, if you get to a game in extra innings, that's when it starts to get a little bit iffy, because how long do you leave a guy out there to pitch? Yes, you're trying to win the game. You don't want to wear down another team's pitcher, with an insane pitch volume. So certainly it does affect how you manage. 3-1 to Willie Garcia. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Rodriguez pitching Garcia very carefully, but he'll have Noah Macabrota now to face with the bases loaded.
Yeah, that last pitch down and away to Garcia. Those are the kind of pitches he liked, but very patient at the plate. And knowing who's coming up, Noah Macabrota.
So Nolan Macabrota, who likes to come to the plate to A Land Down Under as his walk-up song. He comes from a land out west, though, Saskatchewan.
Well, you compare it to Saskatoon, where he's from. We're the land down under.
Technically.
Yeah.
A long way from home. First pitch low and in. Macabrota walked in the first inning. Baycats looking to get on the board first here. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Francisco Hernandez at third, Noel McGarry Doyle at second, Willie Garcia at first. Swing and a miss, throw down a third, Burns with a tag, and back in underneath it is the base runner, Francisco Hernandez.
Really,
Matthew Ward with an excellent throw.
Really distant secondary lead there from Francisco Hernandez, and he had to kind of put on the jets to get back. Carson Burns kind of, taking the back door and trying to sneak behind him. Matthew Ward, a very good defensive catcher. He's got a great arm.
Wonder if Ward knew Francisco coming back from an injury, trying to keep him honest. 1-1 pitch on the ground, over the mound. There's the toss to second for one, the relay to first. Not in time! Francisco Hernandez will cross home plate with the first run of the game for the Baycats.
It was a really nice play there from Brando LaRue. Kind of had to stick his glove out. He was ranging all the way over to his left, and then a kind of side flip to Simpson at second to be able to get the first out of that play. But Macabrota hustling down that first base line knew what the stakes were, and he ends up beating it out.
That hustle from Nolan Macabrota, the reason Barrie's on top right now, 1-0. Beating out that double play. So runners in the corners. 2 out in the inning. This is Tristan Clark, first pitch swinging, and he couldn't connect. Strike 1.
So Macabrota back in the team lead for RBI. Him and Tristan Clark entering this game with 23 each.
RBI opportunity for Clark here, 0-1. Pitch from Rodriguez, and it's driven to center field, and it'll drop, and it goes off the glove of Williams all the way to the fence. 1 run is in. Rounding third is Macabrota. The throw, the tag. He's out at home plate. So Nolan Macabrota thrown out at home to end the inning, but the Baycats get another run as Noel McGarry-Doyle scores. And it's a 2-0 Baycat lead as we head to the top of the 4th inning. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
We go to the 4th inning at Athletic Kulture Stadium on Pack the Park Night, presented by Zenatech, and the Baycats up 2-0. Frank Garces out for the 4th inning of work. Garrett Takamatsu to lead it off. Francisco Hernandez singling and scoring on an RBI by Nolan Macabrota, and then Macabrota thrown out for the 3rd out of the 3rd inning after an RBI single by Tristan Clark brought home Noel McGarry-Doyle. So that is the story of the game so far. In 15 seconds or less. Takamatsu 0 for 1 tonight. If you're just joining us, Frank Garces has 4 strikeouts tonight. High fly ball to right field, pretty deep, but back over near the warning track to make the catch is Clayton Keys. 1 out in the inning.
First baseman, number 45, Liam Wilson.
Liam Wilson now who's 0 for 1.
If you think back to Garrett Takamatsu, that big home run in Game 1 of the IBL Finals off of Frank Garces, kind of set the tone early in that game, and it was the first time that the Baycats had trailed at all in the playoffs to that point.
Trailed very briefly and then came back in the bottom half of the inning and kept that streak of 93 consecutive completed innings of never trailing.
Technically, it was
intact.
95 if you go back to the regular season as well.
Yeah, we were just kind of going on playoff innings, but yeah, we should have thought of that at the time as counting the regular season innings as well, because they are part of that incredible accomplishment. Just got a piece of that one. Wilson's ready, as is Garces. He winds and deals. Outside, count 2-1.
First game Liam Wilson's been in for Guelph against the Baycats this season.
Two-one pitch, fouled off weakly near the Baycat on deck circle. Royals coming off a 6-1 loss to the Welland Jackfish. Welland's 22nd win of the season. And I don't know if you saw this in the standings, but there was already an
X
cross, beside Welland in the top of the standings. They've clinched a playoff spot, which mathematically makes sense, but it just seems so early in the season for anybody to be clinching a playoff spot.
So I was crunching the numbers today. Barrie's magic number is 6 to clinch.
Brantford 6-21, so it has been another disappointing year for the Red Sox.
And they play tomorrow as well. Brantford and Barrie in Brantford.
Having said that, the gap between Kitchener and Brantford is still just 2.5 games. So take nothing for granted if you're a Red Sox fan. Still plenty of opportunity to climb into that number 8 seed.
Well, Kitchener back into winning ways last night over Toronto, 11-2.
Had a 5-game losing streak prior to that.
Another team that was struggling to put up runs. Talking about Guelph, their offense struggling. Kitchener was definitely in that category as well. The no-hitter from Owen Boone. Next night they get shut out in London.
Hamilton on a tear. They're a team to watch, in my opinion. 5-game win streak.
I agree with that for sure.
I wouldn't be sleeping on them.
Kind of wiped out their whole coaching staff, but it seemed like that was the message to be sent to the players to say.
High fly ball, deep left field. Clark to his right, long way to run. Reaches up, makes the catch. Right on the foul line, Tristan Clark showing some great athleticism, getting to that deep fly ball off the bat of Liam Wilson.
His offense isn't the only reason he's an all-star. One of the best defensive outfielders in this league. We've seen multiple diving catches, unlikely catches like that one where he has a long way to go. Robs Liam Wilson of extra bases.
If that ball lands fair, it's definitely extra bases for sure. And mentioned the Royals' run production, lowest in the league, exactly 5 runs per game. Compare that to Barrie, currently averaging 6.7 runs per game. This lineup has struggled throughout the first half of the season. 11-17 coming into tonight's game. That one should be playable behind the bag at first. Macabrota, long way to go, but the catch is made by the second baseman, Adam Odd, who scoops that one up like an ice cream cone, making the basket catch. So 3 up, 3 down, go the Royals in the 4th inning. We go to the bottom half. Barrie on top, 2-0. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca. Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Fourth inning of play is once again brought to you by Zenitech.
Baycats on top 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Clayton Keys at the plate for Barrie, Adam on, and Tyler Plumpton to follow. I got a chance to do some PA announcing for the 22U Barrie Baycats last night here against the Vaughan Vikings. It was just the second game that I've seen the 22U team in action this year, and I gotta say, they are impressive. They built a 10-0 lead over that Vaughan team, just so quietly. A lot like the IBL Baycats, just like scoring a run or a couple of runs every inning, and built up a nice big lead and comfortably won last night's game.
They're a solid team, and they have a big tournament coming up this weekend. Provincial eliminators. This could be a chance for them to qualify for a national championship tournament, which would be out in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
I think that starts tomorrow at Jack Couch Park in Kitchener, and I was talking to Josh Matlow before the game, and he'd like to get out there to see a couple of those. This one into center field for a base hit off the bat of Clayton Keys. The thing is, Barrie plays in Brantford tomorrow night, so Josh was thinking, get out there early, might be able to get a couple of games in Kitchener and then finish the trip to Brantford for the game in the evening.
We'll also think about the Kitchener Panthers are at this park on Saturday.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And Barrie's 22U team beat Kitchener's 22U team to qualify for this weekend's tournament.
So if you're wondering why you're not seeing any of those 22U players in action tonight or for the rest of this weekend, that's why.
A couple of them are at the park. Like I saw Safa Jones, he's here today.
That one lifted foul off to the left side.
But you might expect Alex Wickett to be in the lineup tonight. He's not, in favor of Adam On.
So I had this weird moment at the park last night when I arrived, and I didn't know that the 22U Baycats don't use the IBL Baycats clubhouse when they're here. They use the visitors clubhouse. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so the visiting players, I'm like, well, what do they use? Well, they don't have a dugout. They just go to the or they don't have a clubhouse. The dugout is all they have. That one off the glove of the catcher, and up to second base goes Clayton Keys. So I was looking for the visiting manager last night for the Vaughan Vikings, a man by the name of Morty Feinbaum, I believe was his name. And I knew he was an older gentleman, and I'm hovering around the clubhouse looking, and this younger guy comes up to me and he goes, "You looking for the lineup?" I didn't recognize him. So I'm like, "Yeah, actually I am." He goes, "I'll have it for you in a sec. We're making a few changes or whatever." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." And this guy, he's wearing a ratty green t-shirt. He's all sweaty. And I didn't think he was the Vaughan manager because he looks so much younger than I expected. And I'm looking at the roster and I'm trying to figure out who he is. And I'm like, "And your name is?" And he goes, "My name is Jeremy." I go, "Jeremy?" I look up. It's Jeremy Allenbrook. I didn't recognize him. He was on the opposite side of the stadium from where I usually see him. And I didn't clue in that was him. It was such an embarrassing moment. I've known Jeremy for 3 or 4 years, and we chat on the field all the time. And he wasn't wearing his uniform or anything. I just assumed he was with the Vaughan team.
Interesting. You gotta wonder what was going through his head when you asked him, "What's your name?"
I just said to him, "You look like you could be a member of the grounds crew here." Swing and a miss by odds, strike 3. That's the first strikeout for Sebastian Rodriguez. 1 out in the inning, and Tyler Plumpton comes to the plate.
And Matty Gale's going to have more on the 22U Baycats the next half inning.
Eulenbrook coaching at third tonight, and Brantley Infante, longtime Baycat player, handling coaching duties at first. First pitch strike to Tyler Plumpton. Grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to end the second. Runner at second here, so unlikely he'll repeat that here in this inning. This one slowly hit to short, picked up by LaRue. Long throw in the dirt, and it's scooped up by the glove of Liam Wilson. So they get the out at first, but up to third goes Keys with 2 away. One guy on that 22U team that really impressed me, again, Julius, just seeing him up close, was Jericho Morris-Johns, who is just a specimen, let's put it that way. He is a big lad for his age and plays the game like a veteran. Has fun, though. Has a contagious, childlike energy to him that I think rubs off on a lot of his teammates. During heave away for the 7th inning stretch, he was dancing a little jig in front of the dugout, and the teammates were joining him. And just a good all-around guy, and maybe a future cornerstone here for this Barrie Baycat club. Kind of like a young Ryan Rio type that you could see maybe sticking around here for a while.
Absolutely. I really like the way he plays. He's a big first baseman. He has a lot of power, but he's also so easy to talk to. He's the kind of guy that even though we're media guys, he'll want to talk to us, which is something I really like.
Yeah, they all want to talk to us to make sure we say their names right and have their walk-up music correct. And yeah, it's pretty cool that even the 22U players get their walk-up songs.
I want to give them the experience, right?
Absolutely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Francisco Hernandez waits. Strike 3. 2 strikeouts from Sebastian Rodriguez. And the Baycats unable to score in the 4th. They strand a runner. Julius will call the 5th and 6th innings when we return. It's a 2-0 Baycats lead on Rogers TV Barrie and Baycats TV YouTube.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer!
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
Top of the 5th inning, Athletic Kulture Stadium. It's Pack the Park night, presented by Zenitech. Baycats lead the Guelph Royals by a score of 2-0. Both runs coming in the 3rd. Ethan Hammond will lead it off for Guelph against Frank Garces. It's just a couple strikeouts away from matching his career high in the IBL. Just 2 hits so far for Guelph. Garces' first pitch is inside on Hammond.
Let's take a quick look at our out-of-town scoreboard. The Chatham-Kent Barnstormers on top of the Kitchener Panthers 5-3 at Jack Couch. The other game tonight is London and Hamilton, and the Cardinals on top right now, 1-0 early in that game.
Breaking ball in for a strike. It's 1-1. Yeah, London and Hamilton, another playoff rematch on the schedule tonight.
And the Major's just a half a game ahead of the Baycats, so a Baycat win and a Major loss would put Barrie in second place in the standings after tonight's game.
London and Barrie have an interesting dynamic. The road team has won all 4 matchups between those two teams this year. 2-1 from Garces. Big cut and a miss from Hammond. Foul tip into the glove. Hammond watches for Garces. Gets the sign from Plumpton. The delivery in the pitch. Flown out of play, foul on the left side.
Everybody clap your hands.
How many people do you think are at the ballpark tonight, Ben?
Oh, man. I'm terrible at guessing numbers. What do you think?
I don't know. I think we're pushing 1,000.
I was going to say 1,000, but I tend to always go big on guessing numbers, so.
Wave and a miss from Hammond. Another strikeout for Zenitech. Number 5 on the game for Garces.
The hope right now is that we can get the full 9 innings in here tonight because some rain has moved into the area. It's just lightly drizzling right now, but enough that the hoods and the umbrellas are coming out. Be nice if we could find a happy medium between 45-degree humidex and 18 and light drizzle. A nice sunny 25-degree night would be nice.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not pouring rain or anything, just a kind of like a misting drizzle right now at the ballpark. The wind's died down significantly than what we had earlier today. This is Blake Simpson, 0-1, another foul tip into the glove, gets it to 0-2.
The temperature is about 15 degrees cooler than it was last weekend when we were here.
Garces looks in. Plumpton sets the target. Here's the 0-2. Cut on and missed. Strikeout number 6. Or number 5 for strikeout number 6 for Garces. Brought to you by Zenitech. Second of the inning. New career high for Frank Garces in single-season strikeouts.
82 strikeouts now on the season. 10 walks.
Hard hit ball, Adam Odd gloves it. A throw on to first is in time with the stretch from Macabrota. 3 up, 3 down go the Royals in the top of the 5th inning. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. Baycats still up by a score of 2-0 on Baycats TV.
Fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
Bottom of the 5th inning at Athletic Kulture Stadium. It is presented by Zenitech Collision Auto Glass Car Wash.
Julius, Hern, Ben, Davy, Matty Gale, our entire Baycats TV crew along with you on a big night, a big crowd at Athletic Kulture Stadium. 2-0 the Baycats lead the Guelph Royals on Pack the Park night. Looking to add on at the top of the order coming up, it's Noel McGarry-Doyle.
At bat for the Baycats, center fielder number 95, Noel McGarry-Doyle.
And this game is now official, so if the Baycats can hold on to this lead, regardless of what the weather brings us the rest of the night, they can send these fans home with a win.
Seems to be an on and off miss, but here's the first pitch from Rodriguez, breaking pitch low, and McGarry-Doyle cuts and misses.
Yeah, I looked at the weather yesterday, and it had an 80% chance of showers today, and then that dropped to, I think, like 40%. Apparently the skies are expected to clear overnight.
One and one here on Noel McGarry-Doyle. Went 0 for his last 2 games. Got a base hit in the 3rd inning, kind of getting that offense back in his system. Not sure what the delay is here. It looks like a couple members of the grounds crew are on the field.
Well, time is called.
Two members of the grounds crew are off the field now. They weren't doing any work. They're just bring some materials out.
I don't know.
Odd timing for that.
Home plate umpire Ryan Jackson just wanted to make sure they were off the field before the next pitch.
Well, here is that next pitch, a 1-1 from Rodriguez in the dirt.
The only non-player that's allowed to be out there is our photographer, Bob Hurley, who you almost don't even notice him. He just stands there like a mannequin and gets those incredible shots on our social media pages.
Rodriguez winds and fires, driven out to right field. Will it hang up? Yes, it will. Ethan Hammond makes the catch, out number 1.
And you know, that outfield grass is going to start getting a little bit slick with this mist if it isn't already.
Number 11, Brandon Hernandez.
And check out over near the Guelph bullpen right now. We got a beautiful rainbow in the sky. So I'm not sure if Brian or our camera crew can pick that up, but you don't see too often rainbows here at Athletic Kulture Stadium, but there's a really nice one. Still a little bit of sun coming in over right field.
On the ground to short, LaRue ranges over, throws on the run. It's in time to get Hernandez, 2 gone.
Nice bang play there by Brando LaRue.
Yeah, our cameras can't quite pick it up, but there's an outfield. There's a little rainbow up beyond the left field side, foul territory. This is Willie Garcia coming up with 2 out in the inning.
They always look more beautiful to the naked eye than they do on camera or on your cell phone. You notice that?
Yeah, I do.
But fans are oohing and awing over that beautiful sight down the left side.
1-0 from Rodriguez. Low pitch and a whiff from Garcia.
Royals with just one more game this weekend. They host Brantford Saturday at 7:30 before the All-Star game. Baycats travel to Brantford tomorrow and then Kitchener here on Saturday.
Busy weekend for these Baycats All-Stars. It's a drive and over the head of Brando LaRue into center field. A 2-out knock for Willie Garcia.
Well, LaRue took a little bit of a leap, extending that glove on the third base side of second, but he had shifted around too far to the left, his right, to really have a decent shot at coming down with that.
One of those All-Stars I alluded to, this is Noah Macabrota. Mentioned him earlier, he'll be in the Home Run Derby. He's a reserve for the All-Star game itself, like he was last year in Welland. Hit a home run in that game. As consistent as a hitter as you can find in this league. First pitch from Rodriguez catches the low part of the zone. Not a large lead from Garcia. Little tapper on the ground. Long way to go for LaRue. The throw from short is not going to hit the target. Wilson has to come off the bag to field it. It's an infield hit for Macabrota.
Well, that was a very long throw from Brando LaRue, ranging to his right, our left. I'm a little surprised he didn't try to make the play at second to get Willie Garcia, probably the slower of the two runners, and it looked like he might have had time to make the play there and get that force out.
And Garcia didn't have a big lead at all. He was still standing at first base, getting that mid on.
It'll be an infield hit for Macabrota. But again, I think LaRue missed the easier of the two plays. They were both going to be difficult.
First pitch to Clark is fouled away. Couple two-out base hits for the Baycats here in this fifth inning off of Sebastian Rodriguez. Still no one warming in either bullpen. And this is a big outing for Rodriguez. A couple imports set to come in for the Guelph Royals. Think about Franklin Torres, Claudio Custodio. You have a couple more that I know they're on the way. So the import shuffle for the Guelph roster is going to be taking place starting next week, and Rodriguez is right in the thick of it.
Yeah, and that's a big reason why they're not pushing the panic button in Guelph right now. Those two guys you named can give your ball club a drastically different look. We all know what Claudio Custodio can do, and Baycat fans know that as well as anybody.
Yainer Pena, another one that's set to come in soon as well. So foul off again. Clark bounces up and hits his body, but he looks to be okay. 1-2 now.
So the Royals in a bit of a tailspin, 4 losses in a row. They've dropped 8 of 10, but help is on the way, and really all that matters is getting into the playoffs, and some late season momentum can really go a long way too into carrying you through those 3 playoff rounds, which happen pretty quick.
Think about how condensed the playoffs are. You can probably get in 3 games in a whole weekend, even 4 if you're really pushing it, depending on what parks you're playing at. Time call again by third base umpire Jared Merkley. And he's going to visit here with Sebastian Rodriguez.
Yeah, Merkley giving him some instruction as far as how to keep his hand dry, I believe. He's going to throw the baseball now and get a fresh one.
I think it was more of making sure he doesn't balk, giving him a little bit of a warning in terms of the space around the rubber. Big pitch here. It's a 1-2 with 2 on, 2 out. Rodriguez against Clark. The pitch on the ground to third. It hops up on Burns. He makes a nice play, and he beats Garcia to the bag to end the inning. Solid play from the former Baycat at third base. Saves what could potentially have been another run for the Baycats. We head to the 6th inning on Baycats TV.
The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run.
Top of the 6th inning, we got some musical chairs at the ballpark. getting ready for this 6th inning of play. Frank Garces back on the mound. With more on the juniors, as we alluded to earlier, let's go to our very own Maddie Gale.
Thanks, Julius. Yeah, when we look at the Baycats team, especially with the junior and IBL, a lot of the players go back and forth. So we see players like Alex Wickett, Asafa Jones, Braden Pakala. They play on both teams oftentimes. They head into eliminations tomorrow, and I talked to Asafa Jones before the game, and he said he's ready to go to win with his boys. He also said the team's a young group with a lot of fire, and they have talent that goes deep, so he's looking forward to what tomorrow brings.
Thank you, Maddie. Biggest games of the season coming up for the 22U Baycats. As Ben talked about earlier, a big win for them last night against Vaughan. It's the first year of this program, so to see the kind of success right away is really remarkable.
Yeah, no question about it. And it's provided a valuable pipeline of secondary reserves that manager Josh Matlow can call players up from. And he's really done a great job giving as many of those kids as much IBL opportunity as possible, especially in the first half of the season. Second half, you start getting some of those guys locking down their spots in the lineup, and might get a little bit harder to get the 22U players in.
It's Ashton Patterson to lead off this 6th inning. A bunt right back to the mound. Garces fields it cleanly on to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for Garces here in the 6th.
The crowd reaction you heard during Maddie Gale's report was to the musical chairs game that was on the field, and I'm not sure if our viewers saw that or not, but the fans here certainly enjoyed it. It was kind of a new thing that they tried out. I don't know if they're going to try it out again, though, after what happened.
Honestly, I think that's a really great game. As far as I've seen from games, between innings that I've seen around the league, and some of the on-field stuff, I haven't seen musical chairs yet, so that might be one to stick around.
It certainly got the biggest crowd reaction of any of our on-field promotions this season. Just might want to make sure the contestants sign a waiver beforehand. And
can always get aggressive. Popped up right side off the bat of J.D. Williams. It's out of play.
The crowd reactions tonight have been great. After every play, every hit, on-field stuff, this is a lively crowd here tonight.
1-1, Garces and Williams. Another pop up, another one foul out of play on the right side.
To think rematch between these teams Tuesday night in Guelph, 7:30 game at Hastings. This will be the 4th Baycats Royals game in a 2.5-week span.
Garces looks in. Williams is ready. 1-2 from Garces. That one breaks in and low. To think that we had a Pack the Park night already this year, I think that it was still because school was going on for a lot of kids. It wasn't, the biggest ticket in town. But this year, at least this is the biggest crowd I've seen in the Baycats game in the regular season. 2-2, right back up the middle, just misses Garces' leg. But for Williams, that's a base hit.
That snaps the streak of 8 in a row retired by Garces, but more importantly, just him getting out of the way of that absolute laser off the bat of J.P. Williams. Reaches base for the 2nd time tonight.
I guess we're not announcing them, Rob.
Second hit of the game for J.D. Williams. Here's Brando LaRue, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Still no action in either bullpen. The lead from Williams, and that one's popped up. Foul territory off with the mask comes Plumpton, and he makes the catch for out number 2.
This crowd tonight is something else. That reaction, on a somewhat routine pop-up, and a catch by Tyler Plumpton got a huge roar. These fans are enjoying this game here tonight. Yeah, I agree with you. I think you just circle this date on the calendar for next year, the Thursday after the Major League Baseball All-Star game. It seems to be a good night. And
absolutely.
Of course, we have Thursday games here almost every week during the summer, it seems. So, weather is, I was going to say perfect, but certainly more comfortable than it was a week ago. So we really lucked out. Everything kind of aligned for this great event here tonight.
Throw over from Garces. Ready for the first pitch to Garrett Takamatsu. Just outside.
I give J.D. Williams a lot of credit. He was upset with that strikeout to start the ball game in the top of the first inning, a ball that he thought he fouled off. It was ruled a strikeout, and then he settles down and gets back-to-back singles in the third and the sixth here. So rather than obsessing over the strike zone, just getting it done with his bat.
Big swing and miss from Takamatsu. It's 1-1. Takamatsu playing the All-Star game for the second straight year. It's been arguably the best hitter in this Guelph Royals lineup from the start of the season to now. 1-1 to him. Flown out to right field, Clayton Keys. He's got a beat on it, and he makes the catch down the frame. Still 2-0 Baycats. Guelph strands another base runner on Frank Garces. 2-0 Cats on 7 hits as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning on Baycats TV.
One hit, no errors, and one left on base. Okay, fans, got your program inning prizes here. Program inning prizes for innings 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So let's begin with inning number 4. The winning ticket number 5653592. For inning number 5, the winning ticket number 5653617. For inning number 6, the winning ticket number 5653678. And for inning number 7, the winning ticket number is 5653631. For inning number 8, 5653673. And inning number 9, the winning ticket number 5653609. You can claim your prizes at the Baycats merch booth located at the front entrance to the ballpark.
All right, fans, it is time to announce our first 3 winners for the golf raffle. All right, we're going to do a big spin here. The first winner, number 417, Jenna Hutchinson. Ryan Rio's fiance. The second winner is number 158, Paul Parent. And the third winner is Fred Prosser, number 413. All right, congratulations, guys. Go and collect your prize at the merch booth. We will be announcing the last 2 winners at the end of this inning. How do we even? We just leave this here like.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Athletic Kulture Stadium, and it's brought to you by Zenitech Collision, Auto Glass, Car Wash.
At bat for the Baycats, right fielder number 43, Clayton Keys.
Clayton Keys to lead it off yet again here for the Baycats. Bottom of the 6th inning. Julius Hern, Ben, Davy, Manny Gale, our Baycats TV crew along with you. Pack the Park night rolls on. Still a fantastic crowd sticking through this game. And it's a close one, 2-0 Baycats. Keys fouls off the first pitch on the left side.
Yeah, these low-scoring, close games are always exciting for fans because every little play could make a difference in the final outcome. And take nothing away from these Guelph Royals. They've played Barrie well this season, a pair of 7-3 wins, one there, one here. Wrapped around a 12-2 Baycat win here on July 3rd.
That one called a strike. Third time Clayton Keys has led off today. Has led off 5 times coming into tonight before since he joined the Baycats last month. The 0-2 pitch from Rodriguez, right back up the middle. That's a base hit for Keys. Second of the game for him. Third time he's reached.
Third time he's led off an inning. Third time he has reached base safely. 2 singles and a walk. And when that happens, you would normally look at the batter ahead of him and say, well, why is he making the third out all the time? Hasn't been a bad night for Tristan Clark necessarily. He singled, but runner thrown out at home plate ended that inning. And then he's got a couple of fielder's choices as well.
That was a double by Tristan Clark. That was the one that scored Noel McGarry Doyle.
Yeah, you're right. I guess he got to second, didn't he? So McGarry Doyle was thrown out 8-7-6-2 on a great relay. to throw out, Noel McGarry Doyle.
Nolan Macabrota.
Nolan Macabrota.
This is Adam Odd, yet to reach tonight safely. Got on a fielder's choice in the second and struck out in the fourth.
He's got that honeymoon glow. I was talking to him on the field before the game, and he's excited to be back, but he's excited to be married too. He had a wedding a couple of weeks ago and enjoying a little bit of time away, and now he's back just in time for the second half, and the Baycats really need him.
Broken bat, that's a looper into right center field. It'll get down for a base hit. Keys round second, he'll get into third standing up. Back-to-back hits for the Baycats to start this sixth inning.
Ryan Rio is going to be a married man very soon as well. He was talking to me a little bit about that before the game, and
it's an exciting time for this Baycats team, especially these guys that have been here for a few years, kind of endeared themselves to the community.
And a lot of these players, friendships that will last a lifetime.
This is Tyler Plumpton. Nobody out, runners on the corners. First pitch is a looping curveball that catches the inside part of the plate.
You mentioned Tyler Plumpton's high number of double plays this season, despite his average, which is outstanding. He said, was it 6 that you said? 5 or 6?
6 now. He came in tonight with 6 double plays that he's grounded into this year.
Double play here, well, it would there's nobody out, so we're bringing a run. Wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing.
Wouldn't be an RBI, as that pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Ward.
Clayton Keys just 90 feet away, so anything on the ground, he's going to be going.
Part of me is surprised that in this close game, this bottom of the sixth inning, Guelph's not playing their infield in, trying to cut down Keys at home. But they're content with sacrificing a run for 2 outs. 1-1 pitch. That one's a broken bat on the ground. Carson Burns can't field it cleanly. Keys comes in to score. Plumpton reaches. Baycats lead it 3-0.
Well, that'll be an error on Carson Burns. Unfortunately, he's made a couple of great defensive plays in this game, including one on a line drive to third. And then there you go. That one he just mishandled. Not sure if he was distracted by the runner coming home or the broken bat. Just unable to field it cleanly and make a play anywhere.
This is going to be a meeting on the mound here for Sebastian Rodriguez. Starting to see some action in the Guelph bullpen. Couple bodies heading down there. Rodriguez's career high in the IBL, at least since he started with Guelph. 7 innings. That was 2 starts ago. He got the win. That was in Hamilton. It's a rather lengthy mound visit here for Rodriguez as Ward starts to head back to the home plate. First visit charge to the Royals. Former Baycat Chris Lazar throwing in the Royals bullpen. Could see the left-hander come in soon. Still nobody out here in the 6th. This is Francisco Hernandez. First pitch to him, that catches the outside part of the plate on the fastball.
Nice to see Chris sign quickly with another IBL team after being moved off the Baycats roster several days ago, and gets a chance to get right back here against his former ball club, perhaps.
0-1, that one's in the dirt. On the way to third is Odd. The throw from Ward is perfectly placed and in time to get the lead runner.
Yeah, Odd thought he had a little bit more time than he had there, but it ended up being an incredible throw by Matthew Ward, as usual. We've seen that gun of a right arm he has in this game tonight, and that was a perfect throw allowing Burns to apply the tag in plenty of time.
Burns didn't even have to move the glove. Odd just slid into the glove. Plumpton still at first, so a double play could end this inning. Swing and a miss from Hernandez.
Yeah, suddenly things look better for Sebastian Rodriguez with that runner at second off the bases now.
Three 0 Baycats. One run across here in the sixth. Trying to add on more. One out. Hernandez sees an outside pitch. Still no action in the Baycats bullpen. Just 3 hits for the Royals against Frank Garces, but now 9 for Barrie against Sebastian Rodriguez. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen.
That one rolled up the screen, came back down, and landed on the field side of the screen. Some fans hoping that one might have come down the other side. You don't see that very often here.
Would have been a funky bounce, that's for sure. Another 2-2 pitch. Rodriguez comes set. Plumpton leads off first. Here's the delivery. Fouled away again by Hernandez. That one hits the light pole.
Had a couple of really weird foul balls off Hernandez's bat in this plate appearance.
Always got to wonder what the odds of that was happening on any given day.
Well, we saw one. I'm not sure if you were here for it, but there was one that shattered the lights behind the third base bleachers a couple of years ago, I think, when Toronto was here.
Another 2-2. Looping curveball. It's inside.
Fortunately, nobody was hurt, but it was just a shower of glass that landed. You're not going to see that here too often.
I can't quite recall if I was here. I'm sure I was.
I know it was Toronto. It might have been John Salazzo. I'm trying to remember who hit it, but
likely. 3-2. On the ground to short. LaRue on to second, on to first in time to double up Hernandez and get out of the frame. But the Royals give up 1. It's 3-0 Baycats as we head to the 7th inning. Ben Davy back on the mic to call the rest of this one for you on Baycats TV.
I have 2 more winners to announce for the golf raffle. I'm going to do a really long spin here. Okay, Chloe, pull it out. Who do we got? Number 383, Vicky Stevenson. And the final winner, number 248, Mike Gnoob. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. You got it up there? Congratulations, everyone. Go and claim your prize at the merch booth.
And wishing a warm welcome to the Muskoka Hornets U11 baseball
to the 7th inning here at Athletic Kulture Stadium on Pack the Park Night, presented by Zenitech. It is a 3-0 Barrie lead. All zeros for Frank Garces on the line score so far, as the Royals have managed just 3 hits off him. Liam Wilson will come to the plate to start off the 7th inning for Guelph.
At bat for the Royals, first baseman number 45, Liam Wilson.
Wilson tonight 0 for 2.
Ben, when you look at Liam Wilson's statistics this year, you could argue this guy was a snub for the All-Star game. 300, 2 home runs, 7 RBI.
Yeah, definitely All-Star numbers.
OPS of 851. The power hasn't been there like it was in 2023 when he had an incredible year with Kitchener. But still hitting 300, that's something, an accomplishment to note.
No question. On a Royals team that has struggled offensively, that stands out even more so.
Second on the team among qualified hitters in average. Obviously, number one, Garrett Takamatsu coming in today, 326.
Matthew Ward making it on the All-Star roster as a reserve. 1-1 pitch to him. Off of Garces. It hit him up in the upper leg. Picked up, barehanded throw. In time for the out. 1-6-3 off pitcher Frank Garces. And right now the concern is for his wellness. He's walking around, looks like he's going to be okay, but they'll check him out anyways.
What a play from Brandon Hernandez. He was breaking to his left, broke back, barehanded it, and got that throw over just in time. A fantastic scoop by Macabroda at first base. And it looks like Garces is okay. But what a fantastic defensive play by Brandon Hernandez.
That had to hurt Garces. It came back in a hurry, an absolute scorcher, but fortunately for him, I think it hit the meaty part of the thigh.
Looked like it got right in the middle of that, hit his right thigh, and that's the second scare that he's had in this game.
He's not here at the game. Oh, he's at home.
Tremendous play by Brandon Hernandez, showing that athleticism, barehanding it and making a great throw to catch the speedy Liam Wilson, who was down that first base line in a hurry.
Well, now you're going to start to see some bodies head over to the Baycats bullpen as a precaution. Still nobody throwing as of yet, but you can tell there's more bodies over there than there was about 5 minutes ago.
Garces had thrown 75 pitches coming into the seventh inning, so still has something left in the tank. We know that. It's a 2-1 count to Ward. Just 3 hits off the Barrie left-hander so far in this game. Deals the 2-1. Called strike.
Matthew Ward, to me, when I was doing my All-Star voting, Ben, he was a no-brainer. He was my vote as the catcher from the North.
Frank is retired 11 of 12. Here's the pitch. Misses up and away.
I want to correct myself from an inning or so ago with Garces. Now at 82 strikeouts, eclipses his high from last year, but one away from matching his career high, which is 83.
So 6 in this game by my count. Looking for 7. 3-2 pitch. Just getting a piece. Is Ward off the bat. Might have caught a piece of Tyler Plumpton as well. The baseball hand delivered by Ryan Jackson. He'll dust off home plate, and we're ready for another 3-2 pitch to Matthew Ward. Here comes this crowd at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Behind Frank Garces as he rocks into the windup. 3-2 pitch, outside, ball 4. Great patience by Ward, laying off a pitch that looked like it might have been too close to take.
Well, Garces drifted towards third base on his follow-through and kind of walked thinking that he had that strikeout in the bag, but it ends up being a walk just outside to Matthew Ward.
Only the 5th base runner to reach tonight. 3 of them hits, 2 walks. Frank Garces doing Frank Garces things here at Athletic Kulture Stadium again tonight. First pitch to Hammond is a called strike. Middle infield is Brandon Hernandez and Adam Aude. They are shifted slightly around to the right. Here's the pitch. Just missed, 1-1. outside off the plate.
Last year, the theme of Frank Garces was that he was able to get ahead and count so often. Over 75% of the time, he would have a first pitch strike. Not quite the success rate he's had in that category this year, but that's the key to his success.
Past the pitcher, scooped up by Odd, steps on second, makes the throw to first, and it gets by Nolan Macabrota. Up to second goes Hammond. The throw is high, and it's into left field, but fortunately it was right at Tristan Clark. So Ward is retired, 4 out assisted. Hammond to second on the wild throw. Two out in the inning. Blake Simpson will come to the plate, and hopefully Hammond is okay. He'll take a quick walk. And his equipment off to the first base. Coach looks like he's going to stay in. So it'll be called a fielder's choice. First error of the game for the Baycats. Tough play for Odd, moving to his right, stepping on the bag and then trying to make the throw. First pitch strike to Simpson.
It looked like he had a little bit more time than he initially anticipated. He was rushing over to get to second base to make the play himself and then sidearm the throw instead of setting his feet. Kind of did it all in one motion.
Simpson has 2 strikeouts tonight, and that's going to be foul. An 0-2 count here. And the crowd will get back into it again. Encouraging Frank Garces to get out of this 7th inning.
So Frank Garces just asked for new baseball there, has the new baseball, fires it right back to the Baycats dugout right at Branfy Infante, who nearly makes a play on it.
Why was that?
Just having fun with the boys.
Looking for strikeout 7. Looks like we have a lot of kids here from other games happening on other diamonds around the Barrie Community Sports Complex. Seeing a lot of team jerseys around the park here tonight. Always fun when you can play in your own game and then go watch one.
I know, right?
0-2 from Garces. Foul again. What an at-bat here by Blake Simpson trying to stay alive. The Royals have not had a runner closer than third base. Carson Burns stranded in the third. Royals had 2 base runners that inning. Looking to get on the board here, trailing 3-0. Garces to Simpson. Missed outside. Fans wanting that call from Ryan Jackson. They didn't get it.
That fastball out of the left hand of Garces just kind of drifted a little bit further into that right-hand batter's box, or at least towards it. A strong take there from Blake Simpson.
Royals showing some good 2-strike patience tonight. Ward took one that was pretty close as well to get on base before he was eliminated at second. 1-2 on the ground. High hop. Hernandez plants, throws in time for the outs. Royals strand another runner in the top of the 7th. It's stretch time here at Athletic Kulture Stadium with the Baycats on top by a score of 3-0. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV Barrie.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend.
fans from 400 Chrysler and Barrie Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This year, we are the community partners of the Barrie Baycats. Community is near and dear to our hearts here at the dealerships and one of our core values, so we can support local and shop local.
Seventh inning of play is brought to you by Zenitech. Chris Lazar into the game now for the Guelph Royals, former Baycat. With more on him, we go to Maddie Gale.
Bit of a full circle night for Lazar, playing against Barrie for the first time since leaving the Baycats to join Guelph. He told me it's all love for the organization, he just needed a shorter commute, but he still has a lot of respect for the club and his former teammates. Lazar was a key part of Barrie's lineup and clubhouse atmosphere during his time here. No, not just for what he brought on the field, but also his energy and presence around the team. Before the game tonight, though, it was nice to see him reconnecting with the Baycats, sharing laughs during warm-ups and catching up.
Thank you, Maddie. Lazar last season was injured for much of it. He got into 8 games, 7 relief appearances, managed a 2-0 record.
It wasn't necessarily that he was injured, more that he was still recovering from his torn labrum that took away his entire 2023 season. But came into this season with the Baycats fully knowing his role, not trying to come back as a starting pitcher, but knowing that he could be a 1-2 inning guy in the bullpen. Got released a couple weeks ago, signed with the Guelph Royals, has had 1 start with the Royals since then. And it was a 1-inning shutout outing against the Welland Jackfish.
First pitch swinging is Noel McGarry Doyle, and that'll drop into left field for a base hit. Leadoff man aboard for the Baycats here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes Brandon Hernandez. Lazar really feeling optimistic here in the beginning of 2025 because that labrum he felt had fully healed, unlike a year prior where he still sort of felt like he was sort of putting some limits on it, just sort of gradually easing back into a regular routine. He was excited about 2025 being a year that he could hopefully be fully healthy start to finish, and he's been able to stay healthy, but the numbers just didn't go his way here in Barrie. A couple of really rough outings.
One of them was in Guelph. Had a really rough 5-run inning, capped off by a 3-run homer by Jordan Gallo, now his teammate.
He knows what he's capable of, though, and the Royals really hoping that he can draw on that and become a key reliever for Guelph here in the second half.
Albeit it wasn't a loss, but came in against the Welland Jackfish with the bases loaded, 1 out, and he struck out Grayson Barrett to start his outing. Grayson Barrett won, a guy who's in the home run derby this year, but a guy that has had really nice career success against Chris Lazar, and he was telling me pregame that was a really good sign and kind of boost his confidence. Not only coming with the bases loaded, but against a guy that he's struggled against in previous years.
Brandon Hernandez didn't like the 2-1. It was a call to strike. He takes that one, and it's down low. He gets the count to 3-1 in his favor. Brandon tonight 1 for 3, a double in his first plate appearance. Bats with a man on here in the bottom of the 7th. Foul back to the screen. Full count to Hernandez. Well, Chris Lazar knows this lineup. He's been watching them all season.
Yeah, he's very in tune with what's going on around the league, that's for sure.
And Noel McGarry Doyle draws the throw. He's doing a little bit of social media work a couple of years ago, covering the IBL. Three and 2 to Brandon Hernandez. Lazar's pitch. Fly ball, center field. Catch is made by Williams. Back to first goes McGarry Doyle. 1 out in the inning. Here's Willie Garcia.
Well, Lazar, you were mentioning earlier, Ben, he knows what he provides as a relief pitcher for this Royals squad. You can tell already he's trying to stay away, outside more so to these left-handed Baycats hitters. We'll see how he approaches Garcia, a righty.
Garcia has reached base twice tonight, walked and singled. Runner at first, Noel McGarry Doyle. First pitch, bounces up to the plate.
And not a large lead for McGarry Doyle with that lefty on the mound. Still trying to be extra cautious.
Crowd suddenly quiet here at Athletic Kulture Stadium. Pitch here from Lazar, and he gets the called strike. Lazar has to feel a lot of confidence with a good defensive catcher like Ward behind home plate. Seems to block just about everything. And really does a lot for a pitcher knowing he can throw those changeups in the dirt, sliders, and not have to worry about it. The ball going to the backstop with a runner on.
You'll even see Ward's a one knee down kind of catcher as well. It still makes it work for him.
Yeah, it's an interesting position. You don't see a lot of catchers get down that far. Puts down the signs. Here's the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Good pitch by Lazar. It's 2-2.
Ward does a nice job of framing that pitch. You can see him kind of bringing up and in a little bit. Froze Garcia.
Ward putting down signs like a third base coach. 2-2 pitch. On the ground to second. They go to first for the out there. Up to second goes Noel McGarry Doyle. They had no chance at him. So Simpson to Wilson. They get Garcia. Runner advances, 2 outs. Here's Nolan Macabrota.
Nolan Macabrota.
This game now just over 2 hours here in this bottom of the 7th inning. Moving along at a pretty good pace. Frank Garces has been the big part of that. Garces tonight, 94 pitches, 64 strikes. There is action in the Baycat bullpen. They may try to squeeze one more inning out of Frank. We'll see. Lazar to Macabrota, and it's down in the zone.
Yes, new signing Christopher Torres, right-hander in the bullpen. Always knew the plan was going to be him coming in after Frank Garces, but the question would be when. You never know what Frank Garces is going to do in terms of length of a ball game.
Strike to Macabrota, 1-2.
Garces has gone 7 already. 8's not a rarity for him at this point.
No, he has exceeded 100 pitches many times in his career. Fouled back to the screen, count holds at 1-2. Three runs, 10 hits for the Baycats. No runs, 3 hits for the Royals. Time is called. Baseball thrown over to the Barrie side. Big pitch coming up here for Chris Lazar, trying to keep his team in this game. Trailing by 3. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Lazar deals. Fouled over the screen. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, want to encourage all of Baycats fans to see something on YouTube on Baycats TV that is must watch. Episode 1 of a series that I'm really looking forward to. Heavy is the Crown.
That's the episode title.
Reload to repeat.
There you go.
Heavy is the Crown. That is episode 1. And produced by our own Julius Hern, Dylan Quinn doing the videography for it. And it is outstanding. Really gives you a great behind-the-scenes look at the Baycats coming off last season and then setting the table for 2025, and then the first few games of the season, which did not go as planned for the Baycats. They got off to a 0-3 start and 1-5, and really, you guys did a great job capturing the bumps and bruises along with the triumphs.
Well, Dylan Quinn did a lot of work on this. He's the director. I want to give him a huge shout out because this project wouldn't be possible without the way he works.
Fly ball, right field. It'll stay in the park. Hammond calls for it. Has it for the third out of the inning, and Chris Lazar gets the Royals off the field. We played 7. Barrie on top 3-0 here on Baycats TV and Rogers TV Barrie.
Step up to the plate at Park Place. The latest fashion, delicious dining, exciting entertainment. Hungry after the game? Stop by one of their patios or grab a sweet treat for a grand slam of flavors to satisfy every craving. Park Place, where every visit is a home run. The only North Barrie Market, your go-to for homemade meals, catering service, and the freshest locally sourced meat. Get ready for an unforgettable barbecue experience with Barrie Best Barbecue coming soon. All at North Barrie Market, 580 Bayfield.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
Ben Davy, Julius, Hern, Matty Gale. Pack the Park night presented by Zenitech at Athletic Kulture Stadium, and these fans enjoying a 3-0 Baycat lead. Carson Burns will come in to face second Baycat pitcher of the night, Chris Torres, making his Baycats debut.
Chris Torres just signed by the Baycats on Monday. And this guy's got quite the journey. Last played affiliated baseball in 2021 as a middle infielder, second baseman, shortstop, but had a knee injury, converted to being a right-handed pitcher over the last few years. This is his first organized baseball since he was a Miami Marlins prospect in 2021.
Josh Matlow telling me he has seen radar gun footage of him hitting 100. One-0 pitch on the ground. Right side, odd underhand shovel to Macabroda in time for the out. Carson Burns is retired. Now number 9 hitter Ashton Patterson.
Yeah, Torres, talking about 4 years of work, trying to become a pitcher full time, and he's got quite the arsenal from what I've seen of him. A fastball with really high velocity, consistently in the upper 90s, can top out at 100, but he's also got a slider, changeup, curveball.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of pitcher he is here for the Baycats. Is he going to be a high strikeout pitcher, and also what kind of workload is he going to get? One-0 pitch. It's inside. He's behind 2-0.
You can see that delivery. He comes in very much over the top. And from what I've been told, the plan was to have him coming in relief today, as he has, but he's also planned to start on Tuesday night in Guelph.
When you consider the All-Star game on Sunday, this is actually a very busy stretch of games for the Baycats. Here tonight, Brantford tomorrow, Kitchener Saturday, then the All-Star game for the players that are involved with that. They only get the Monday off before they're back in Guelph on Tuesday, so not a whole lot of rest. Shallow fly ball, left field, going back a little further than it initially looked off the bat. The catch is made by Tristan Clark.
Yeah, the wind's kind of died down, but that ball just kept slicing and slicing off the bat of Ashton Patterson.
J.D. Williams, the leadoff man now. So 2 quick outs for Chris Torres, and he will be a welcome addition to this Baycat pitching staff if he continues to throw this efficiently. Baycats have had question marks in the bullpen this season, and Braden Pakala has really had a big turnaround year for Barrie out of the bullpen. Adam Kahn has pitched well also. Beyond that, they've leaned on some of the 22U guys and former Royal Chris Lazar, who we just saw. Swing and a miss. Torres dialing it up on that fastball. It's 0-2.
Looks like Brad Grieveson's warming up in the Baycats bullpen right now.
Brad is actually out of town, so
it might be Chris Nagorski. We've yet to see pitch this year since he was acquired by the Baycats.
Yeah, Nagorski, in addition, I think that's probably who that is. 1-2 on the way. Here's the pitch from Torres, and it's down in the zone, 2-2. J.D. Williams, 2 singles after a strikeout to start this ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he wastes one outside. The count is full. Torres to Williams. And that one just got away from him, ball 4.
Yeah, fastball getting away from a little bit there on Williams. Bit too far outside.
Not at all where he was trying to put that pitch, and it creates a chance for Brando LaRue now with 2 away.
Stop number 5, Brando LaRue.
2, 3, 4 in the Royals' order tonight are a combined 0 for 9. It's been a tough night at the plate for LaRue. He's 0 for 3. Takes the first pitch, and it's upstairs. So Torres struggling a little now here on the mound after losing Williams.
Yeah, that one looked like could be a changeup or a curveball. Plumpton's caught some flamethrowers before in his career, but I'm not sure if he's caught 100.
Fouled over the trees to the right side. Got a cluster of Guelph Royals fans here with the ball club tonight, hoping that this will be the inning that their team can get on the board, break through with some runs. High and inside, 2-1 the count. Royal starter Sebastian Rodriguez pitched very well tonight, keeping this score close. Baycats got a pair off him in the 3rd and 1 in the 6th to build this 3-0 lead. 2-1 the count. Torres puts one in the dirt, and it's 3-1. They want to appeal to see if he went, and he did not, according to first base umpire Keith Corville.
Might be Carlos Sano throwing in that Baycats bullpen. This is a safe situation if the score holds 3-0.
3-1 pitch. And it's hit to short. And sprinting to the bag is Brandon Hernandez for the 3rd out of the inning. He takes no chances and handles that one himself. So that'll do it as we have played 7.5 innings. Bottom of the 8th, Baycats look to add to their 3-0 lead here at Athletic Kulture Stadium on Baycats TV and Rogers TV Barrie.
Thinking about doing a renovation but don't know where to find the best prices and quality? Go to Reno Liquidation Depot, where you'll find vanities, flooring, toilets, exterior doors, and so much more. Visit Reno Liquidation Depot today.
the 2025 IBL Home Run Derby and All-Star Game, hosted by the Hamilton Cardinals at beautiful Barrie Stadium. Watch the league's top sluggers crush moonshots in the Derby. Then see the best of the best go head-to-head under the lights in the All-Star Game.
Highview Contracting Group in Barrie and Simcoe County, offering award-winning hardscape, interlocking, pools, excavation, and more. Call 705-985-7669 or highviewcontracting.ca.
What if a thrift store could change lives? Barrie Families Unite is making it happen. Essential needs support for those families in our community who need it most. Charity gives. Dignity empowers.
This eighth inning is brought to you once again by Zenitech.
Bottom of the eighth inning, Tristan Clark to lead it off for the Baycats. They're on top 3-0 here over the Guelph Royals, looking to even the season series at 2 apiece. Clark tonight, couple of fielder's choices, and he singled. This one is fouled off to the Barrie on deck circle. Clayton Keys on deck, Adam on to follow. Chris Lazar back out for his second inning of work. Here's the pitch, off speed, and it's fouled off the top of the screen. Most of this packed park still here in the late innings. Hopeful to go home happy with a Baycat win. 3-0 Barrie here in the bottom of the eighth. If you missed tonight's game, don't forget we're back here Saturday against the Kitchener Panthers. This one popped up. Should be playable down the right field line. A long run over and it drops. Clark's going to try for 2. He's there. That ball was playable. Simpson over near the line. Ended up misplaying it.
Looked like Simpson overran it a little bit. That ball just kept drifting further and further toward that right field line. Tristan Clark gets his second double of the game out of it.
Would have been a tough over-the-shoulder catch to make with his back towards home plate. Made a great effort to get all the way down there. Clark is aboard, and Clayton Keys now for Barrie. Keys has reached base all 3 times tonight. Scored in the 6th. Lazar deals, and that pitch is low, 2-0.
Keys got ejected from Sunday's game after arguing with first base umpire Jeff Rose on a pickoff. Surprised he didn't get suspended, but for the Baycats, it's to their benefit.
Yeah, you showed me that play on your phone, and that was pretty close. But looked like Keys had a pretty good case for his argument.
He's the one that I see on the highways.
2-1. Ball gets away, and staying at second is Clark. Here comes the crowd behind Clayton Keys, encouraging him to drive home Barrie's 4th run of the night. Clark with the lead at second. Here's the pitch, fastball low. Ball 4. Lazar loses Keys, 2 on.
Nobody's throwing anymore in the Baycats bullpen, so it looks like 9th inning could be all Christopher Torres.
2 on, nobody out for Adam on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Odd tonight in his return. The fielder's choice, a strikeout and a single. Was thrown out at third by catcher Matthew Ward. Three 0 Barrie. Pitch from Lazar. Missed on that one. 1-1.
Everybody clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Everybody clap your hands.
Lazar is ready at the belt. Kicks, deals. Swing and a miss by Odd. And it's a 1-2 count. Fans making a lot of noise here at the ballpark. This Pack the Park night presented by Zenitech. And again, our thanks to everybody from Zenitech for making this possible. So many fun activities around the ballpark here tonight. Not to mention free admission to this game. Odd hits this one to center field straight away. J.D. Williams has it for the out. Clark tags. Throw from Williams. And in safely is Clark to third.
You mentioned the crowd today. A lot of them have still stuck around. And further down than even that right field line, too. So really nice to see that a lot of people are sticking away this game to the end. Even in a close one, 3-0.
Well, Barrie looking to add a little bit of insurance to that 3-0 lead. Some of these fans might remember the comeback that the Royals made in Game 1 of the IBL Championship Series last year, forcing the game into extra innings and setting the stage for a dramatic walk-off home run. The Royals were resilient that night. This one hit on the ground. To LaRue for the force there. The throw to first in time for the double play. Great job by LaRue and Simpson, the middle infield, to get Plumpton on a inning-ending double play. So that does it for the 8th inning. We'll head to the top of the 9th. Barrie on top 3-0 on Rogers TV and Baycats TV and YouTube.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer.
Visit Alliance Billiards and Sports in the northeast end of Barrie. A fun, friendly family environment offering pool, darts, karaoke, and live entertainment. Enjoy a large variety of delicious food and drinks on the patio. You'll come as a stranger and leave as a friend. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Top of the 9th at Athletic Kulture Stadium, the closer, Carlos Sano, will try to keep this 3-0 Baycats lead intact, as the Royals will send Garrett Takamatsu up in the 9th to lead it off.
And if you're Josh Mallow, you're probably a bit skeptical about using Carlos Sano. We'll be in the All-Star game on Sunday evening. And we're gonna
And they want to check his hat for some reason. The baseball is hand-delivered by Ryan Jackson. He's done that a couple of times tonight.
I think there was something on his hat that he handed to the home plate umpire. I'm sure he'll get that after.
I don't typically see the umpires inspect the pitchers in this league, but every once in a while with a uniform adjustment that needs to be made, it'll be pointed out. So Sano is ready. And Takamatsu waggles the bat. First pitch on the way. Foul back.
12 appearances this year for Carlos Sano. A 4-0 record. To go along with a 1.47 ERA. He has been lights out this year for the Baycats.
Barrie with 6 saves. Sano has 4 of them. Swing and a miss.
And those other 2 saves weren't even like late game situations like this. They were 4 inning saves, both of them one by Brad Grieveson and one by Adam Kahn.
That ERA for Sano just scintillating, 1.47. 18 innings of work. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Takamatsu. Strike 3. It's presented by Zenitech. 1 out of the 9th.
Big strikeout to start this inning. Garrett Takamatsu, arguably the best hitter in that Guelph Royals lineup.
I know, we're not going to have pizza for the second day in a row. 1 o'clock. Backed up again, I guess. That's not an excuse. No, it's not.
So 1 out. Here comes Liam Wilson, the first baseman. Wilson tonight 0 for 3. To short, Hernandez, long throw, but it's there, 2 down. So you look at this Guelph lineup, and this 2-3-4 section of the lineup, a combined 0 for 12 tonight. 0 for 13 if you include Matthew Ward, although he has reached on a pair of walks. So the Royals continue to struggle offensively, looking to avoid their 5th straight loss. And their final chance is Matthew Ward here with 2 out in the 9th.
Well, again, it's just the run production from Guelph. They've only had 3 hits tonight.
Carlos Sano kicks, deals, and it bounces up. Ball 1.
3 hits, all off Frank Garces, 2 of them in that 3rd inning.
Garces will get his 4th win of the season if this lead holds. I'll tie him with Cesar Rosado, who has 4 wins, and this man right here, who has 4 wins. Sano deals the 1-0 pitch. Called strike, 1-1.
Juan Benitez will start tomorrow looking for his 4th win. He comes in 3-1.
Here's the pitch from Sano, and it's a fly ball, center field. And the catch is made by Noel McGarry-Doyle to end the ball game. A 3-0 Baycat win on Pack the Park night here at Athletic Kulture Stadium.
Really nice win for the Barrie Baycats. All starts with Frank Garces. 6th inning outing from him, or 7th inning outing, pardon me. Holding the Royals just to 3 hits, and that's been the issue for this Royals team in this now 5-game losing streak that they have going on. Meanwhile, the Baycats, their bats continue to stay hot. 11 hits in this one. They've kind of pieced it together. 2 runs in the 3rd, another one in the 6th to add on. They win this one 3-0.
So it's off to Brantford tomorrow night, and then we are back here Saturday afternoon, 4:05. The Kitchener Panthers will be in town, and if you can't make it, Julius and I and Maddie will have the call for you right here on Baycats TV. We hope to see you here at the ballpark otherwise. Until then, I'm Ben Davy. Good night from Athletic Kulture Stadium in Springwater Township.
For our entire team here